Come on. I got you. Take that. Alright, well I guess we're going to start off today's episode with a little bit of combat training to prepare us for all the fighting we're going to be doing a little bit later in today's episode. It's kind of the nature of the project we have planned for today. But, greetings everybody, my name is Lobo, and welcome to episode 14 of my Minecraft survival series. Now, unfortunately, we are going to be starting off today's episode with a little bit of sad news. You see, when I was building the enchanted pickaxe, I did my best to make all the surfaces spawn-proof. I tried. You know, I used carpet, I used various lighting techniques, and there was this one spot right here, this spot right here, where I always neglected, apparently, I always neglected this little section. I believe this is where we had mob spawning, which could be responsible for the disappearance of some of our villagers. You see, we got buttons up there now, but, I mean, the damage has been done. So it is with a heavy heart that I inform you we have lost Balthazar and we have lost Samus, and we built a memorial for them, which is currently surrounded by mobs. So, I think I'm going to do this in the daytime. So as you can see, we've got the memorial constructed behind me, and I've actually put together a little tribute for the villagers who are no longer with us. So let's go ahead and play that clip. What on earth are you doing? Oh, I so hope. Oh, thank goodness. Yep, Balthazar and Samus, you guys will be missed. Now, let's get on with today's project. If you guys recall, at the end of last episode, we made our new sword. We made the Skull Scavenger. And today we're here in the Nether, and we have a bunch of supplies already set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to head down here. And what is down here, you may ask? Well, let me show you. It's that Nether Fortress we discovered when we found our ice spikes biome, that one that was surrounded by a lake of lava. And, I mean, you know what that means. It's time to build our wither farm. So let me clear this area out, and, we'll head on down there. That was a miss. So my plan for getting down there is I want to go down right about here, and I have a bunch of gravel in my inventory. So what I'm going to do is make myself a little gravel chute. I'm going to clear out a little plus sign area. And I'm going to put gravel in front of me, behind me, to the left and to the right, all the way up to the nether ceiling. And I'm going to fill in the middle too, and we'll just dig our way down the middle, and that's a safe way to get down. We'll put ladders in there. This is not good. But we did survive. We're alive. So we just need to stay that way. We need to avoid these fireballs. We need to heal up. Eat real quick, and we need to get rid of this guy. We need to get rid of all these guys. Go away. I said go away. Okay, we just need to avoid these fireballs. We can get... I'm sorry for the noises. Alright, so... I think we're gonna be okay. I mean, we need to heal up a little bit more, but I think we're gonna be okay as long as we don't get hit. So... I wish my aim wasn't so bad. We'd have a much better chance if I had better aim. So I need to hide over here. We need to get rid of this guy. Alright. And I think we're going to be okay. We just need to get back up. We need to make our little chute. We need to get back up and just have a safe way up and down. So we're not going to be okay. We're definitely not going to be okay. We're withered. We are withered. We need to heal. Come. Oh no! No! This is. I am done. So we're not off to the greatest of starts. But we do need to get our stuff back before it despawns, and we've got to enter. That's the hole I fell through. We need to avoid that. So I think we died somewhere around here-ish, maybe. Hopefully. Yes, okay. So, we'll collect everything we have. Awesome. We need to get dressed. Why are you guys already back? There's no safe place to go. We need to... No, don't do this again. Not again. I can't afford to let any of that stuff despawn, and I can't find my ender pearls, so we may end up having to take our spare armor, and we may have to featherfall down there. It's going to be dangerous. This might be up there with some of my worst ideas... But we survived. So that's good. Alright, so we have a chance. We have a small chance, but we have a chance nonetheless. We need to heal up before we go down there and get our stuff. This place looks safer right now. So let's get our hearts back up. Here. There you are. Not again. Alright, just grab it and go. We need to hide. We'll make a hidey hole. Where's my pickaxe? Luckily, it's in my hotbar. We'll go ahead and dig in here, and we'll seal this up. Okay. And then we'll heal. We need to heal some, and we'll see how much stuff we were able to salvage. Not enough. I think the rest of our stuff is just on the opposite side of this pillar, though. So let's go ahead and tunnel our way through, and hopefully we can get some of that stuff back. All right, so sword. Yes, sword. Come here, sword. Did you sink into the block? What on earth? Hopefully nothing went into the lava. I'm hoping that we were able to salvage most of our gear. So let's, let me up. Okay. Oh, more stuff. Okay, yes. That is what we need right there. Awesome. Back to the hidey hole. No. Back to the hidey hole. We'll finish healing. Okay. So you guys may have noticed a ridiculous amount of mobs here, which is both good and bad. It's good because it bodes well for our farm. Since this area is surrounded by lava, that means a lot of stuff is going to be spawning here, and we, only have to slab in like maybe 3 directions instead of all 4, which, it's going to help out a lot. The bad part about it is, if it's not obvious already, it's going to be miserable trying to don't die. It's going to be really hard trying to build here is all I'm saying. Really hard. Okay, let's go. Don't pillar with netherrack, lesson learned. Okay. I think we're going to make it up to the top this time. We got a good rhythm going. We're not using netherrack, which gets destroyed and knocks us back down to the bottom. If we can just keep up this pace, we should be able to make it up to the top without getting knocked off again. And we made it. Awesome. Oh, man. I hate this place. This is miserable. All right. So, we're back to where we started like an hour ago. Oh, and I realized the reason I couldn't fight back anymore was because my bow was gone, so that's why we were just getting bombarded by gas. So I do need to go back home, and we need to make a new bow before we do anything else, and, we'll do some more resupply while we're out there. Welcome back, everybody, to the Flying Wolfman, our AFK fishing boat. And, fortunately, between the end of last episode and the beginning of this episode, I did a bunch of AFK fishing, which means we have a bunch of not so great bows to choose from, but bows that we can take to our anvil and combine to make one awesome bow and get our revenge. And speaking of that, what I plan to call this bow is Wolf's Revenge. And the enchants we got Infinity, Power 5, Unbreaking 3, Punch 2, and Flame. And now we can let them know that we are somebody to be reckoned with. They can't treat us like that. All right, back to where we started, but we're going to do it right this time. No mistakes. So we'll go ahead and make our gravel chute just as we intended in the first place. And then we'll fill in the middle too, and we'll go ahead and tunnel our way down to the bottom. All right, so now that we got that taken care of, we're going to be setting up shop down here in this little area. And what's behind this blockade is, well, let me just show you. It's a covered nether crossroads section, which is going to be our base of operations for our project, which is going to take place at this other intersection right over there where that wither skeleton's coming from right now. So let me take care of him real quick. Oh, he's trying to be sneaky. He thinks he's sneaky. That's all right. I got your number, pal. So let me go ahead and get this area set up, and I will be back with you guys in just a few minutes. I can't catch a break. I'm just trying to get this area lit up. I know a lot of nether mobs don't care about lighting, but I do. Let me go ahead and explain this to you guys. Wither skeletons are actually more than 2 blocks tall. So, as you can see right here, which means that we already have a skull. That's awesome. All right, so this is our farm complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you no, I'm just playing. Leave me alone. I was just kidding. So I'm beginning to discover my pace for this project, and it's going to be done in a really quick, short burst where I run out here and then go run hide. But here's what's going on. So this is the center of our intersection right here. Wither skeletons like to spawn in a square around the center of this intersection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out some of this wall right here, and we'll flatten it out a little bit. So let me go ahead and take this out. And I should have counted. Let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Go away. I'm trying to talk to people. I'm trying to count. All right, let's just go ahead and do it on this side. So we'll take out some of this wall right here, and we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So basically, we just want to count out 7 blocks from the corner right here. So this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we want to do that the whole way around. And, okay. Which is this generally how you want to handle intersections. You want to make a big square like that. Especially if you're not using nether brick. We are actually using nether brick, so technically we could build anywhere within the bounding box of this fortress, but since this crossroads is over lava, and it is one of the furthest reaches of the fortress I could find, we're just going to go ahead and build it this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this square built out, and then I'll meet you guys back here in just a few minutes. I hate this place. I hate this place. I really hate this place. I gotta say, I may have underestimated this place. Close. I may have underestimated this place a little bit, and I honestly don't think we're gonna get anything done unless I start slabbing to prevent these guys from spawning. So I may just go ahead and handle the fortress areas right now to keep the blazes away. We'll still have to worry about the gas, but once we get the roof on this place, they shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, so I am just about done slabbing, and the reason why I'm stopping where I am stopping is mostly just because I'm running out of stone slabs, and I'll have to go get some more stone before I continue. I don't know if you heard the explosion. I really didn't want to look up for that. But as you can see, this whole area is covered leading up to our intersection right here, and it's made all the difference in the world. Really, really it has. I'm no longer getting blasted into oblivion every 5 seconds, and it's nice not getting blasted into oblivion every 5 seconds. And this means we can finally get to work. Alright, so we have our middle 19 by 19 square done, which is on the same level as our intersection as you saw. Next, we want to get working on our top square, which is going to leave 3 air blocks in between for our wither skeletons to spawn. There's going to be 3 floors, actually. So there'll be another floor, 3 air blocks beneath this. But right now, I want to hurry up and get this top one done so I stop getting blown up, because that would be nice. Alright, so the progress on this top floor is coming along a lot better than the progress on... Come on, dude. Just relax. I was paying you a compliment. And this is what you're going to do to me. Okay. He almost blew up my house. Look at that. He almost blew up my house. All right. Let's get that filled back in. And are you serious right now? In retrospect, it may have been a bad idea to slab over the Nether Fortress sections of this place, because now it seems that instead of wither skeletons and blazes and pigmen, we only have gas spawning. I just can't catch a break. This is not going to be fun. Alright, so with our top 2 spawning platforms complete, we'll be working on our lowest platform, which hopefully means we won't get shot, because if we do, it's not going to be fun. That's kind of scary, to be honest with you. That's a lot of lava. Alright, so little progress update for you. We're actually almost done with this floor, and it's coming along pretty quickly. I do see him. I see the gas right there, but as long as he doesn't see us, we're golden. So... okay, you're just gonna get shot in the back, huh? You're just gonna get shot in the back. Alright. I know you're in on it. Don't run away. I know you're in on it. Okay. So with all our floors now complete, what I want to see pretty soon is walls. I want to have walls up that should help with our pesky getting exploded problem. We need to figure out how wide our walls are going to be, so which means we need to get the layout of the floor. We need to figure out how wide our flying machines are going to be, our redstone, etc. These guys actually took out a good number of my torches. I think I'm out of charcoal, so I can't make more. We might end up having some stuff spawn in here, but at this point that can't really be helped. Alright, so right now I want to start working on this inner wall section to figure out how wide it needs to be. You can see my spruce leaves are on fire. We're using leaves as our non-sticky blocking, and just like we did with the sugarcane farm, except for here there's a very specific reason we're going to use leaves. And don't worry about it, I got plenty of them, because we did finally take down the Christmas tree, so we do have plenty of leaves. But what I want to do right now is get as much of this inner wall section built up as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and hurry up and do that before it starts getting hectic, and I'll meet you guys back here in just a few minutes. Okay, well, we've got one wall complete, and we're working on the second. Progress is happening. It's happening slowly, as all progress does for me in the Nether, but it is happening nonetheless. And once we get this guy out of the way, I'll tell you guys about what we've done and what we still need to do. You know what? This is the whole reason we put up walls, so we could hide. Okay, magma cubes. That's another issue we need to take care of. Those guys. We don't want them spawning here. We don't need them spawning here. So we'll also discuss what we'll do to take care of those. So on the middle section of this back wall right here, we're going to use furnaces. And the reason why we're going to use furnaces is because they're a non-sticky block, and they're also much sturdier than leaves and non-movable. This is what's going to catch our flying machines in the back here. Now, the reason why we're using leaves on the top and bottom sections of this back wall to kind of sandwich our flying machine in is because they're a non-sticky block, but they're also transparent, which means that once a mob gets pushed into them, the mob's not going to suffocate and die up here. We don't want them dying up here. We want them dying down below where we are so we can collect their loot. Typical. So, once I get all these leaves in place, the only thing that's really left to be done on this back wall is to actually get our flying machine built and do all the wiring for it in that open section right there in the middle. So while I'm magma cube proofing this the spawn platform, let me go ahead and tell you that this upper section right here is very much inspired by a Wither Farm video from Nembon, which I'll put a link to that in the description. Very good, very technical Minecrafter. But what I'm doing is by carving these holes in here, we're going to put cobblestone walls in here. And what that's going to do is, with the spacing, it's going to prevent any mob that's wider than 1 by 1 from spawning in this area. So sure, we'll still get the little magma cubes, but those also won't get picked up by our flying machine. So they're actually just going to stay up here, and since we'll be more than 32 blocks away, they will despawn in a short amount of time, freeing up the mob cap for the mobs we do actually want. Now, as far as this front wall goes, and I'm going to go ahead and call this the front wall, the other side the back wall, because this is going to be more where we're positioned. We're going to do the same thing as we did back there. But what we're going to do is we're going to push it back a little bit, and we're going to have a gap in the floor for our mobs to fall down once the flying machines push them over this way. So let me go ahead and get these flying machines built since we have the walls mostly done. It's going to be a big line of slime blocks that are just going to push our mobs from one end of the room to the other where we have the drop chute. So let me go ahead and get these in place. And how we want to get these moving is we want to take a sticky piston, right? And we want to actually have two. We want to have them facing in opposite directions. So we'll go ahead and place this one probably right here like... Okay. Alright, so we need a slime block in front of that to connect that to the rest of it. We need a piston pushing the other way, just like this. And then we can come back inside. That slime block does not need to be there. It needs to be right here. Okay. And then from there, all we really need to do is put in our observers facing sideways. And they're going to be facing away from those pistons, so that way they can actually power the pistons. So let's go ahead and give this a quick test run. And here it comes. All right, awesome. Let's go over this way where it's safe. And we'll just wait for it over here. And once it reaches this side, it should come to a stop. Ow. But yes, successful. So let's go ahead and send it back in the other direction. All we need to do is give a signal to this observer right here. And there it goes. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and explain how our wiring is going to work, since I'm not sure these guys are going to give me a chance to get it done in a timely manner. Like, it might just take a ridiculously long time to get a very simple thing done. But what we want to do is we want to have an observer on that back wall that's going to detect when our flying machine arrives. And then once that flying machine arrives, the observer is then going to send a redstone signal to a piston that's going to shoot out in front of that observer on the flying machine, and once again send the flying machine off in the other direction. Basically, a flying machine arrives, observer, piston, flying machine departs. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with this whole flying machine concept, but for those of you that aren't, you'll see the slime blocks push me this way. Let me make sure I'm healthy when I do this. So once the flying machine pushes me into the leaves right here, you'll see I kind of glitch through it. And I start getting pushed in the opposite direction. I get pushed this way towards where our drop chute is going to be right here. So let me go ahead and get out of here before I get crushed. And you may have noticed I have a little bit of a blaze situation, so I do need to handle that real quick. But, the flying machine will just keep going back and forth until we actually stop it. So right now, I'll go ahead and pull this, and you see that extends the piston right there. What that's going to do is, once the flying machine gets back over this way, there's not going to be a change in front of the observer. The piston won't extend or retract. It'll just stay static, which means our flying machine stops. So let me go ahead and I'm going to handle this blaze situation, and then we'll get to building everything else pretty much. I might put on some music and just have at it until we get all 3 floors done. that was a silly thing to do. Alright, well, I guess this is as good a place as any to end our time lapse. Let me get out of here. Let me out of the lava. We have all our 3 spawning platforms done, and we have kind of a structure built around them to protect everything, and we have it slabbed over. So that's good. We can move on to the next thing. Actually, before we move on to the next thing, let me go ahead and explain how this thing's going to work. So, the redstone torch obviously sends that off, but the redstone torch on means this thing is actually going to be powered off, so it'll cut off once it reaches the side. So, what's going to happen is, you see that pigman over there, he's going to glitch through the flying machine, and he's going to get pushed this way, and eventually he's going to end up in our drop chute. And don't worry, I don't hurt Pigman, he's going to be safe. I put slime blocks down there to catch him, so he's just bouncing right now. But you see, redstone torch means this thing is powered off. What we're going to do is we're going to connect all 3 of these torches to one switch down at the bottom, which we can turn on and off. So once we turn that on, these torches will depower, which means all our flying machines will get sent off, this farm will be on, and we can turn it on and off at will. So let's go down here. We're going to actually start working on our drop chute now. Hello. Go away. But yeah, you see, our pigman's safe. He's fine down here. He's just chilling. It's bouncy. So let me go ahead and get started on this and go away. Alright, so once the mobs reach this drop chute, we're going to have another flying machine set up that's going to actually funnel them into a small 1x3 area, because I don't want to have to run the entire length of this farm killing mobs. That's a mistake I actually made with the spider farm we did in, I think, episode 7. I thought it'd be more fun to be active in the process, but no, it's too much work. So we're going to set up another flying machine right here in this area, and I'll get back to you once we've made some progress with that. So excuse the jump cut, but you guys have already seen this pretty much. Right now we're just doing another flying machine. We're doing some more wiring. I need to get a block in here, and we need to put our piston right about here. And this repeater actually has to be on 4 ticks. All right, so that's done. This should be ready to send off on its maiden journey. But let me go ahead and explain what's going to happen with this little section right here. So our mobs are going to, obviously fall down here. They're going to fall in front of this slime block. They're going to get pushed this way and fall down this 1x3 hole right here. And the same thing with the other side. Those ones that fall down on this side are going to get pushed this way. They're going to hit this, and they're going to glitch through the flying machine because of these leaves right here. And they're going to get pushed all the way back over here, and they're going to go down the 1x3 hole. So let's go ahead and we'll get this thing going. We'll give it a little test run real quick. And we are off. Okay, cool. Give me my bricks back. So, this flying machine should make it all the way down to the other side, where that should send it off the opposite direction. Very good. So it should go all the way down over there, and we need to have a way to turn it off, and we're going to use a redstone torch again. And we're going to connect that redstone torch to the same setup we have for the other 3 flying machines up there, so we can turn everything on and off with the flip of one switch. And that stopped. Awesome. But we are not done yet, because I broke a slime block. No, we're not done yet, because I want to figure out a way to sort out the pigmen. You see, they don't intend to cause me harm, and therefore I don't intend to cause them harm. That's, you know how I play. So, what we're going to do is we're going to find a way to sort them out down there, so that way they don't get harmed in this whole process. Welcome to the future side of our mob sorter. As you can see, I'm already putting up walls. That's to protect our redstone, because redstone is very fragile and ghasts like to blow it up. I'm using these pillars right here as freestanding walls to kind of determine where I'm going to build this thing. You see our drop chute is right here, so our mob sorter is going to be in this area right here behind it, and it might not even take up the whole area, but like I said, I'm just using the pillars to kind of conserve on blocks. Actually, I'm just building between them, so that way I don't have to build the whole structure by myself. So let me go ahead and finish getting this floor in place. Let me get these walls in place. And I don't think we're actually going to start on the sorter today, because this video is already running on kind of long, but I'm going to get done as much as I can. So I'll be back with you guys in just a few minutes. Alright, so this is one wall complete, and I'm just going to try to get down without injuring myself too badly. I thought I hit record for that. No, wait, that block can't go there, because that's going to be a spawnable block, so that's going to be lost to the lava forever, but that's okay. We can seal this up, and let's go ahead and get down, and boing, boing. I love slime blocks. Let's not break that one, because that could end badly. Alright, so one wall left to go. Alright, and that pretty much seals off this room, which means next time we work in here, we should have a lot less interruptions than we had this time. But yeah, I'm generally happy with the amount of work we accomplished today. I did honestly hope to get more. I actually hope to get this whole system working in one episode, but there were a lot of setbacks. Most of them were recorded, and not all of them are going to make it into the video, because that would just be ridiculous. It would be ridiculously long. I mean, the gas, so many gas. Like if I just step outside, you see what happens. I'm immediately besieged upon. Stuff is getting blown up. These guys are just on me. And that's made this, honestly, probably one of the more frustrating builds I've ever done in Minecraft. And it's been frustrating just because, you know, it's really difficult to get any work done. But at least it's not boring, you know? So there's kind of that little trade-off there, you know? But I don't think I'm going to end the video out here while I'm getting shot at. I think I'm going to go ahead and take it inside where I can think about what I'm saying. So one cool thing is, over the course of this video, I did manage to gather 2 wither skulls, so we are actually only 1 away from being able to summon our wither. But that doesn't mean we're just going to abandon this farm. Obviously, we started, we have to get it done. And, you know, I don't want just 1 beacon, I want multiple beacons. So... Oh, and you may notice the blocks on the side here are mismatched, just because at a certain point, you know, after getting blown up a certain number of times, I just kind of stopped caring how it looked. But that's okay, because you're never going to see this part anyway. Once the build's completed, you know, this is for the mobs, not for you. So that is all the time I have for today. So if you like what you've seen, please remember to break slime blocks. No, please remember to like, share, subscribe. And as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. So until next time, I am Lobo, and I'll see you guys later.